Welcome, have a nice day. Today is Thursday, 25th of January 2024. Every year on 25th of January, it is celebrated as National Tourism Day. In India, to raise awareness and educate people about the importance of tourism and the role it plays in the Indian economy, Buddhists all over the world will celebrate Mahayana New Year on 25th of January of this year. From the Indian history, 25th of January is famous for formation of the Election Commission of India on 25th of January 1950. The Election Commission of India (ECI) was formally established as constitutional body to conduct and regulate elections in the country. The day is now observed as National Voters' Day every year since 2011. Starting the newspaper analyst with the newspaper The Hindu states that Qatar, a key mediator in sensitive Israel-Hamas talks, slashes out at Netanyahu over critical remarks. Qatar has said it is appalled by sleek remarks made by Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, in which he criticized the country's mediation efforts with Hamas. Smoke rises following the Israeli bombardments in Khan Yunis, southern Gaza Strip. Qatar on Wednesday said it was appalled by leaked remarks made by Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, in which they criticized the country's mediation efforts with the Hamas, complicating already arduous negotiations meant to halt the hostilities in the exchange for a hostage release. The Hindu newspaper also states that Nepal explorers tapping flood-risk glacial lakes for clean power. Since 2017, 175 households in Langtang and Kayanjan, two villages in the High Kayanjan Valley, have been able to tap hydropower from efforts to drain the Kayanjan glacial lake for cooking, lights, and other energy needs. But finding money for such double benefit projects is not easy. Image for representational purpose only. The Hindu newspaper also states that India to become main driver of incremental oil use by 2030. India's petroleum consumption climbed to a new record last year, and the country is on course to overtake China as the primary driver of the international oil consumption before 2030. India is already the second most important driver of incremental consumption in the world. Going towards the Indian Express newspaper states that Election Commission of to law panel on simultaneous polls model code is not a disruption. The response is significant since it is the first time that the polls watchdog has so staunchly defended the MCC, stating it would not be correct to view its application a disruption. The Election Commission further learned to have said it has consistently evolved a strategy to keep the time period of the model code of the conduct to a minimum. Indian Express also states that a decode politics by Mamata Banerjee has served Congress an ultimatum. The TMC chief can't afford to cede her dominance in a state where BJP challenge is mounting. Fears giving more to Congress will only work to BJP's advantage. Mamata has much to lose if she cedes her supremacy in Bengal at a time when the BJP is snapping at her heels, and many of its leaders are facing serious corruption charges or cases. Indian Express also states that Maharashtra midday meal students' ID cards have to have green, red dots to denote veg and non-veg choice. The decision has drawn flack from across the education sector, with the educationists calling it an unnecessary classification. When the Hindustan Times newspaper states that Meitei leaders harden stance with the new pledge to protect integrity of Manipur. Soldiers block a road leading to a Kangal fort, the venue of a meeting between the state lawmakers and a member of Arbai Tengol, a Meitei group in Imphal on Wednesday. At least 36 legislators and 2 parliament from Manipur all took an oath administered by a controversial outfit to protect the integrity of the state, government officials said on Wednesday, as the majority community appeared to harden its stance in the face of recent spot in violence. Sometimes also states that Gyanwapi dispute, Hindu-Muslim sides to get copy of ASI report. The Gyanwapi dispute dates back decades, but in August 2021. Both the Hindu and the Muslim petitioners in the Gyanwapi case will receive certified copies of an archaeological survey report of the 15th century mosque complex at Varanasi District Court ordered on Wednesday, potentially opening a new chapter in the decades-old dispute. Sometimes also states that defense business ties in focus as a French President Macron begins India visit. French President Macron and Prime Minister Narendra Modi. French President Emmanuel Macron, who will attend the 75th Republic Day celebrations as the chief guest, will arrive in the Jaipur on Thursday and hold in-depth talks with the Prime Minister Narendra Modi to further bilateral cooperation and finalize new initiatives in a variety of key areas, the French embassy in Delhi said in a statement on the eve of the visit. Sometimes also stated that Canada panel to probe India's role in a federal polls. The commission examining foreign interference in the Canadian federal election in 2019 and 2021 has asked Ottawa to provide information related to India in this context. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. Going towards the economy of the country from the business point of view, government permits direct listing by Indian firms on GIFT IFSC international markets. The International Stock Exchange at GIFT IFSC, Indian International Exchange, and NSE, National Stock Exchange, International Exchange, are currently prescribed as the permitted stock exchange. The government on Wednesday allowed direct listing of securities by the public Indian companies on the International Exchange of GIFT International Financial Service Center, GIFT and IFC, and made the request. In July, Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman announced that the government had decided to enable a direct listing of listed and unlisted companies on the IFSC's exchange. The move is expected to give Indian companies access to cheaper foreign capital, boost to foreign investment, and broaden investor. Sankey Prasad is Coleris CMD for India Middle East. Effective immediately, Sankey Prasad becomes chairman and MD, CMD for India and CMD for the Middle East engineering businesses, which is under the name of Coleris Project Leaders Middle East. He will also take a significant stake in Coleris, a rapidly growing project management business in the Middle East, supporting the region's flourishing real estate market in the collaboration. The collaboration market in the collaboration with Coleris existing real estate services business in the Middle East and North Africa MENA region, it said. From the banking and finance point of view, banking system liquidity deficit at the record high of rupees 3.4 lakh crore. The primary reason for this liquidity deficit is that the government is not spending much. Also this week is when the goods and service tax GST outflows happens, said a treasury head of a private sector bank. The liquidity in the banking system has turned a deficit to a record high of rupees 3.4 lakh crore on the Wednesday due to the moderation in the government spending, higher tax outflow, and slower bank deposit growth. Banking system liquidity is reflected by the amount of the money injected by the Reserve Bank of India, and the banking system has been deficit more since the last month after the advantage tax and goods and services tax. What was the world news including it was joke British man faces a $24,500 penalty for blowing up plane remark. Russia accuses Ukraine of downing a military plane, killing all 74 abroad, including POWs. Thousands cannot leave Gaza hospital despite evacuation order, aid group says. Maldives' two main opposition parties express concern about its government's anti-India stance. Alas. Saudi Arabia prepares to open first alcohol store for diplomats. Finally, the street shop in China's Jiangxi province kills 739 several travel. When towards science and technology, NASA gets to Osiris-Rex asteroid sample after the opening stuck container. NASA said it was finally able to open the stuck lid of the container with the precious sample from the asteroid Bennu. A top-down view of the asteroid Bennu, a sample, and it was its container. Watch asteroid burns up over Germany hours after it was discovered. Watch a video of a small asteroid as it hurtled towards Earth and burned up in the atmosphere. The asteroid has been officially dubbed in 2024 BX1. Google brings Gemini artificial intelligence power to ad creation for high-impact campaigns. Google rolls out new artificial intelligence capabilities to automatically generate high-performing search ads. Google aims to democratize search advertising with the new artificial intelligence features that analyze your site and suggest ads tailored to your business. At last, this is a famous quotation said by Albert Einstein, a scientist famous German scientist whose birth anniversary is 14 March 1879 after 18 April 1955. Was a German-born theoretical physicist who was widely held to be one of the greatest and most influential scientists of all time. Best known for developing the theory of relativity, Einstein also made important contribution to quantum mechanics and was thus a central figure in the revolutionary reshaping of the scientific understanding of the nature that modern physics accomplished in the first decades of the 20th century. His mass energy equivalence formula E is equal to mc square, which arises from relativity theory, has been called the world's most famous equation. He received the 1921 Nobel Prize in Physics for his service to theoretical physics and especially for his discovery of the law of photoelectric effect. A pivotal in the development of quantum theory, his work is also known for influence of the philosophy of science. In 1999, poll of 130 leading physicists worldwide by the British Journal of Physics World, Einstein was ranked the greatest physicist of all time. His intellectual achievements and originality have made the word Einstein broadly synonymous with the genius. And the genius says a famous quotation. He says that insanity doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Okay, thank you.